Hello and welcome to my little journal about all of my makings for 2024. Today is February, beginning of February, I think the 5th or the 6th, I'm not sure. And I am here to record a episode about what I've made and what I've been working on. So I am excited to share my knitting with you. I think today I only have knitting, no crocheting projects. So let's get started. My name is Nadia Pace and I am a knitter, and I live in Delaware, United States of America, but originally I am from Ukraine. I've lived here more than half my life, so I've been here for 23 years, and this has become my home. So thank you for stopping by, and this is going to be about knitted items, what I'm knitting on, what I'm planning to knit. I actually, for the first time, made a Make 9 board for this year, and I'm excited to see how that's going to work out. I already started a couple projects on it, so I'm excited, hoping that I can finish them this year. So welcome and enjoy. I'm going to start with the projects that I've been working on and that I almost finished actually. I just need to do the heels, which I'm gonna wait. I'm not in a rush to do them, but I'll get them done eventually. These are Christmas socks that I've knitted. These are just 2 tubes that I finished with some stash yarn I had that I ordered a couple years on Etsy, and I decided to make another pair. I've used the same yarn for a pair of socks before, and I still have some left over, so I think I'm going to use that for the heels. So these are just these are knit on 2.25 millimeter needles. This is superwash sport yarn. I think it's, well, no, it's fingering because it was 400 and something yards for 100 grams. So this is some speckled Christmas color sock yarn. Plus I had some mini skeins to go with it, and I made a sock. Just needs a heel. All done. Here's another one. I'm gonna go quickly because they're just, here's another tube. No heel yet. Almost finished, but they can get done next year. Actually, before Christmas I can finish them. So I can either gift them or wear them myself. But I'm sure my girls will enjoy some Christmas socks. And here's a pair of 100% wool socks that I knitted with British yarn, or maybe it's not even British, I'm not sure, but it's super soft Holst yarn, and I made this pair on my knitting machine. They are seamed, they are knitted flat and seamed. I've worn them once at home, so these are my house socks. I'm not going to wear them with shoes because they are not super wash and they don't have any nylon in them. So I gotta be careful not to wear them with shoes because they might get holes in these. So these are just house socks that I like to wear. And I wear size 8.5, so I knit mine, I don't know, like 60 rounds, not counting the heel and the toe. And I've lately been liking long socks, so I've been making them long. I have one more finished project that I'm going to share with you that's been on my needles for a very long time. I started it last year. Yeah, it's been about a year, I'm pretty sure. And I finally finished it. I just gave it a go, and I said I'm going to finish this and be done with it and ready to wear. So this one is for my daughter, for my oldest one, who is 10. I've knitted this pattern is from Sandnes Garn magazine, and I didn't fully follow the pattern 100%, but I followed for the stitch count for the back and the front, and then I used the graphs to do the patterning. I think I shortened it a little bit because I didn't want it to be too oversized, because she's really thin and long and tall, and I didn't want to make it too huge and big. And I actually knitted a smaller size than she is because I know that the patterns were oversized. Plus I used a DK yarn instead of fingering yarn. And this yarn right here is, it's Drops, from Drops website. Actually it's from Wool Warehouse. It's cotton merino, and yeah, so this is cotton merino, 50 wool, 50% cotton. I used, okay, so 50 grams, 110 meters. So it is DK weight. I used the needles I used for this was 3.5 millimeter needles. And I started with the pattern, but then I just did my own thing and just measured it and went up and, you know, tried it on her and stopped where I thought it would be a good size. It is a bit oversized. This sweater is like a little sweatshirt size. It's oversized, it's cozy. The sleeves are a bit longer, plus she'll grow into it even more next year. She'll get to wear it this year, and then hopefully next year, plus then I have another one, so she can wear it too. The sleeves were not, I didn't follow the pattern. I just did the 1x1 seed stitch for the sleeves because I didn't feel like going and following the pattern. I just wanted to do my own thing at that point. I just wanted to get it done, and it still looks great. It looks really nice. I did extra long 1x1 ribbing. That way if she wants to fold it up, she can, and she can wear it for a couple of years at least. Very lovely. It's a bit heavy. I think I used 400, almost 400 grams of yarn. So this took almost 400 grams of yarn. And I am planning on making one for myself in a different yarn. So I'm just gonna put that over here. So those are all the things that I finished this past month. I am working on some socks, some sweaters. I'm not going to show everything that I'm working on because there's a lot of projects, but I'm going to start with this one over here, which is, I washed and trying to block it, but I wanted to show you because I think I did show this in the last podcast. I am working on a vest, self-drafted vest, that I'm using superwash yarn from Knit Picks. I think this is sock DK yarn from Knit Picks. I'm using it for a vest. I washed it and it's wet now, so it's gonna stretch a little bit, but it's okay. I'll put it back on. So inspired by a picture on Instagram, my inspiration Instagram, and also Pinterest. And this is a cabled pattern that I came up myself, just looking at the picture. And yeah, it's been a very enjoyable knit. I can't wait to get it done, and I'm looking forward to wearing it in the spring. I think it'll look nice with a silk shirt underneath, long sleeve. The sleeves I made the sleeve hole really long, that way it could be worn with like a balloony sleeves. I have this shirt that has balloon sleeves and it'll look really nice. So I just need to finish the arms, around the arms and around the neck. I'm gonna do 2x2 ribbing around those, and yep, it's almost finished. So next time I record, I will have this done. So let's put this over here for now. I'll put it back on my mats later. So the next thing I'm going to show you is, you know what? I'm going to go with the sweater. I've showed this last time. This pattern is from Sandnes Garn, Sandnes Garn magazine. And I've knit this pattern already once. I knit it for myself. And of course, I'm knitting it again. This is going to be for my husband. He didn't want a plain sweater. I was going to make him a stockinette sweater, but he wanted one with cables, one like I have, because he really liked that one. Excuse me. So what I'm doing is, these are women size patterns, I'm guessing, but Sandnes Garn makes oversized things, and I am trying something different. I took the pattern numbers, and with that, I just cast on, started going, was trying it on, and as on him as I'm knitting. And since this is a raglan, it's pretty easy to do. So you try it on and measure it, and then you know when to split for sleeves. So far it's been great. It's been going really good, and the fit is looking like it's gonna be good. And I've blocked the top of it to try it on to see if I had enough for the top portion for the sleeves separation and all of it. So I blocked the top of it, but the bottom's not blocked yet, as you can see. So it is getting some love. It's a very big sweater. I already used 200 grams of yarn. I am using Pearl Soho good wool. I have 400 grams of that. I am hoping I'll have enough, but I doubt I will. I might have to order some more, maybe one more skein. This yarn is really nice. It's 100% wool. It's, let's see, 100% Andean Highland wool, and this color is undyed, and the color number is 9030. And for 100 grams, you get 383 yards, which is a lot. So I wanted to use this yarn for a big sweater. I was gonna make myself an oversized sweater because this is such a light yarn, but it's gonna look so nice when it's done. I am so excited. I am doing 1x1 ribbing for this one, not 2x2, because I like 1x1 ribbing. It's easier to do a Italian bind off. So I want to do that, and I want to make it really nice for him and wearable. And I did fold the neck band, and I also put a little tag in here that says made by Nadia Pace. And this is all ribbed, so not ribbed, but cabled. So the cables are 6-stitch cables, so you each I think 8 or 9 rounds you do a cable. So it's a lot of work, but it's fun, and I am enjoying knitting on it. So I am about halfway done with the body. I think I have about maybe 10 or 9 more inches to knit on the body. So I started working on a sleeve, and also modifying the pattern. I am decreasing the sleeves because in the pattern they're not decreasing the sleeves, and I didn't want him to have like a balloon sleeve. He wants a fitted sleeve, which makes sense because it'll look nicer for a man than for a woman. I think like balloon sleeves are fine for women. But for like a man, he wants a fitted sleeve. So I am decreasing, which is kind of hard to do when the pattern is 6 stockinette stitches for the cable, and then 4 purl stitches. So I am going in the middle of the sleeve, and I am decreasing, as you can see. Looks a little strange, but that's okay. I am hoping, and I'm thinking that it's gonna work out fine. So yeah, that's my other sweater that I'm working on, and I've been knitting on this a lot lately. I'm gonna put this over here. I'm enjoying the project. I have another project now. I'm gonna go with the shawl that I'm knitting. This is my Make 9 board. One of my projects on Make 9 board. I started it, actually, I want to finish it this year because I started it last year in beginning of fall. And I don't remember the pattern name, but I'll put it in the description. I am making a wrap. It's a garter plus mosaic knitting. It's a very enjoyable knit. It's got some bright colors in here, some blue and orange, so it needs 3 different colors. So I'm using Knit Picks sock yarn. They're 100 grams. I forgot what the brand exact name of this yarn, but there's going to be another color, and I picked out the third color is dark blue, which I'm not sure where it's at. I have to find it because I'm going to need that probably soon. I stopped in the middle of a chart and I can't remember where I stopped. I'll have to go back and look. I'm sure I marked it. I just have to get back to this. I haven't knitted on this for a couple of months, but I want to finish it soon so I can start using it. It's a very beautiful wrap. I really like it and I really want it, and I can't wait to use it. And I am knitting with US 5 needles. That's what it's called for. And this sweater over here, I'm actually using US 6 needles, and it's actually moving pretty fast for a big sweater on smaller needles. So I'm hoping to get that done. The sweater, my husband's sweater, I'm hoping to get that done this year. I'm hoping to get it done this year, not next year. This year it could be in the fall, it could be in the winter, I don't know, but yeah, I don't know how long it's going to take. I am working on some socks, which I've been kind of wanting to work on socks lately a lot. So I want to cast on new pairs of socks. Every time I finish a pair of socks, I want to cast on a new one, and I've done that, so I'm excited. I got 2 pairs of socks on the go right now, and I'm itching to cast on a new one, but I'm going to wait till I finish one of the pairs. So here's a pair of socks that I'm working on. These are a pattern that I bought last year. I made 1 pair and I gifted it, and this is another one that I'm doing again. And so the pattern is you start from the toe, and I don't like starting my socks from the toe. I've tried it once. I know some people might say, oh, trying it once, you didn't try it enough, but it's okay because I love the method of starting from the top and knitting it down. That's my favorite one. So if I love it, I'm not going to try another one because I don't like having to increase the stitches in the toe. I rather decrease them. It looks nicer the way I do it. Decreasing for me looks nicer than increasing on small needles and also yarn. So these are the Curio socks. I think they're called Curio socks by Andrea Mowry, and they are kind of slow moving. So I think this is a sport weight yarn. It's Patton's Croy sock yarn. I have a color changing, and then I also have a solid color, dark gray color, and these are all different colors. It's a pretty color. I just wanted to try it. So I've had these cast on for about a month maybe, and I'll work on them sometimes, but this is not my first project to grab when I need something easy and quick to work on, something mindless. So I do have these though. This is the first pair. I do have them. Sometimes I'll pick them up, but not as often as plain socks. So I have another pair of socks that I started, and this is something new for me. I have not hand knit a pair of socks with color work. That's the word I'm looking for. And this is the first pair of socks that I ever tried color work on. I've used a small circular needles for the color work, and then I'm using 2.25 millimeter needles for the stockinette one color. And these are little hearts that I found, a little graph for it, no pattern. I think you need 60 stitches for this graph. So what I did, I cast on 64, and then I decreased and took 4 stitches out. Did the color work which I use 2.75mm needles for that, and it's pretty stretchy, and I tried it on my foot, so it gets over my foot really nice and easy. And then I increased back up to 64 stitches because my tension got a bit tighter now, so I need 64. I started knitting with 56 because my tension was so loose, and then I got to 60, and then now 64. So I'm hoping it stays that way and doesn't get any tighter. So yeah, they fit nicely over my foot, and if they're not gonna be comfortable for me to put on after I finish them, then I might just get them to my daughter because she loves them already. So there's the big heart and the little heart, and then I'm just doing a plain color for the foot. So I want to make him pretty. I want to make the leg pretty long, so I think I'm gonna have him. I still have a lot to go to get to the toe, so I started doing the afterthought heel lately with all my sacks because I like that one a lot, and I love the fit of those better than the fit of the slip gusset heel. For some reason they always slide down for me and they don't stay on my foot as nice as the afterthought heel. So these are the socks that I'm knitting on. I thought I was going to get them done before Valentine's Day, but I don't think I will, since I've been just mainly working on the sweater and sometimes picking up in the evening the socks. I keep both of my projects in this bag. I forgot about this one. One more. I want to work on it. I'm showing this because I need to work on it and finish it and start wearing it. So I have ordered some, I don't think I've ever knit with boucle yarn, so I've ordered 3 balls of that from, this is Drop Alpaca Boucle, 50 grams, and how many yards? Let's see, 140 meters per 50 gram. So I'm hoping I get enough. I have enough, which I think I might because I only used one so far. 150 gram. I am working on this, gonna make a cardigan for myself with boucle yarn, and also boucle and just a regular, not boucle, but I think it's a sport weight yarn. I have sport weight yarn and a boucle yarn, and I am knitting a stripy boucle cardigan. Not following a pattern. I did my own numbers and worked up the math and just put the stripe is nothing difficult, really simple. You just knit, and I actually started from bottom, sorry. I started bottom up, and now I'm working on separating for the sleeves. I'm doing the front, and then I'll do the back, and I'm hoping I want to give myself about a month to finish this, because I started last year in the fall as well, I think. Yeah, so it's been some months now, but I like it. Maybe I'll finish it before Easter and get to wear it on Easter. I really like the way it's looking, the boucle and the plain yarn. I'm gonna block it and it's gonna look nicer, I think. I hope. And I'm not making it too oversized either. I'm just making it to fit me the right ways. So I'm hoping the fit will be great and it'll look nice. I am using some stash yarn that I bought for the plain yarn, not boucle. I'm using stash yarn for that I bought maybe 4 or 5 years ago on Etsy. It's merino wool, super fine merino wool, and it's the needles are, I am using the size of the needles, actually US 4. So yeah, I have to get going. So thank you for watching.